Well, Sam, firstly, welcome to the club.
Thank you very much.
I think it was a deal that went right to the wire that allowed you to play here tonight. How happy are you to be with Edinburgh?
I'm buzzing, to be honest. Obviously, it's a club I've played against in the past, obviously when I was at Dumbarton. And when the gaffer first made contact a couple of weeks ago, it was something that I was really keen in pursuing. Yeah, it did go right to the wire. It went right up until last night at about 6:30 at Costa at Hermiston Gate. So it was done very late last night, but luckily got the text this morning that it had all gone through fine. So I was happy to be able to make my debut today.
Yeah, so you made your debut. You were quite a busy boy over the piece, weren't you?
Yeah, generally over the 90 minutes I was fairly dripping in and out with things to do, and obviously playing out from the back with the lads and things like that keeps me active, and then hopefully obviously a few saves towards the end and then penalties.
I think the defence though played real well, and I thought, and it must give you a lot of confidence with guys like, you got Liam, you got Lee, you got Crane, and the rest of the boys in midfield. They're playing in front of you, and I suppose that's a good solid defensive unit. They're throwing their bodies on the line when the balls were getting fired at you. Yeah,
it's massively important in this league, especially when the ball's cleared from the edge of the box, that you've got obviously someone with such experience such as Fonts, that he's squeezing the back line out and he's getting blocks on the edge of the box, because it's massively important. Played in this league for 18 months now, and I know what it's kind of about and things like that. So those things, if we can get them in good stead now and we can build on them, it'll be massive for us going forward.
And I thought, in parts of the second half, I thought actually maybe the Airdrie legs were going a wee bit, and we were actually coming more and more into the game in that kind of the last third of the game. We could have possibly got a winner, but it went to penalties, and again, that's when I suppose it's for the keepers to come into their own.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, they're obviously 90 minutes. Like it's always different playing from a friendly to a competitive 90-minute game.
Yeah.
So obviously they're 90 minutes ahead of us in their preparation, obviously having played Saturday. So it was always us catching up with them. I know they haven't got many numbers, as you can see from probably their squad size at the moment. But again, you could probably tell that they were feeling the effects of Saturday, and it has been a warm night tonight. Hence the drinks breaks and things like that. But obviously I was just glad it went into penalties and I could play my little part.
Indeed you did, yeah. I mean, I would probably say you got near to at least 3 and saved 2.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
You got to be happy with that. You put the big hands to the ball. It wasn't just a save here or a save there.
No, it was obviously, I know Adam Frizzell obviously from playing with him at Dumbarton, and I kind of had an inkling. Although he was telling me he was going to chip it up the centre, I know him too well that he wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
But obviously signing last night, I didn't have much time to look at lads and see who was going to be playing for them and things like that. So has to go down to instinct and just believing in myself that if I go the right way I can get a touch on it, and thankfully I did.
Any words that you say to penalty takers before they're coming up to the ball? Do you have many words of wisdom? Funnily
enough, I was actually asking the linesman where he thought they were going to go. That was actually my conversation with the linesman on the way out. He told me the wrong way, so I'm glad I backed my own decision. But it was just a little bit of friendly banter just to keep it going and things like that. But no, it was a good night, and thankfully we get the bonus point and we can hopefully build on to Saturday now against what is a good championship side. Obviously they finished higher up in the championship last year and were unlucky probably not to win it, taking it right to the wire. So it'll be an exciting game, and especially at the new home ground.
Yeah, certainly, and the 4 Edinburgh penalties were really strong. The keeper wasn't getting any of them.
Definitely. I had confidence in the boys. I've obviously trained 3 times last week and seen the boys and seen the quality that they've got, and obviously I know the squad's been together for pretty much 2-3 years now. So I've seen the quality in the first playoff round, and seen the quality last year in the playoffs. So I know the boys have got a lot of quality here, and they're fit and able to compete at any level. So it was nice to see them put them away, and obviously claim the bonus points, which can be the difference maker between qualifying out the group and not.
And without being overly critical, do you think that when we're 1-0 up and then it goes to the drinks break, that do you think there's a bit of a lapse of concentration? Your mind's maybe not 100% focused because you've just taken on a bit of fluid and stuff like that?
I think obviously especially with the weather tonight, it was important to have a drinks break, especially a lot of boys. I know at Airdrie are kind of a hybrid model of full time, but a lot of our boys have been working today. I was just chatting to Craney, he's up like myself at 5:30 tomorrow morning. So it's important that the lads get get a drink break in. But again, it is one of them things, it does disrupt the flow, it does disrupt the mental flow, but again, it's something that we've got to get used to. We've got to be ready for 90 minutes come what may, because as we've seen, they've probably had 4 shots on target, something like that, and obviously scored one, which is disappointing. Obviously I'd like to have started with the clean sheet, but I'll take 2 penalty saves in return.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sam, thanks for talking to us. Welcome
No worries.
to the club.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Cheers.